Hey, this is Takeover Podcast. This is Tapes.
This is Zach.
And today we got a very special episode for y'all today. We have our very first guest of Tapes Takeover Podcast. Can you introduce yourself, bro?
SyrianPunk, man. We in the house.
Yes,
Let's get it.
sir.
Yes,
you heard him, bro.
His
I feel like
first guest.
I ain't gonna lie. I want to toot the horn.
Might as well start clapping.
Yeah. You say you didn't want us to do that, bro.
Hey, we don't need to clap, bro. We don't need to clap.
Yeah, maybe we can just sound it, put like in sound effects or whatever.
So I'm very, very excited. Very, very happy to have our first guest on the show. And we got a very, very intriguing topic for today. Very intriguing artist. One I just recently got into, say about 2-3 years ago, thanks to Zachary himself.
Yes, sir.
And just learned SyrianPunk is a very big fan of him. So, honestly, I'm not going to say it's a handicap match, but it's sort of a handicap match because they have way more knowledge than I do. So,
Better not say the wrong listing.
So Zach, tell me what we got planned for him today with this episode.
Today, we've got an Eminem Discography ranking from worst to best. No, we're counting side A and side B as the same album.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not doing like D12 albums or Bad Meets Evil, and we're not really doing Infinite because that really wasn't a major studio release.
I love the disclaimers that
We all went through it.
'cause I heard how y'all Eminem fans get. So
No,
I'm trying to be on my P's and Q's on this because they got me going first.
You better be. They'll suspend you. You'll get suspended off Twitter.
All right, y'all ready?
whenever you are.
Let's go.
All right, let's get on with the show. So, again, this is Tapes. I'm going first with my worst to best of Eminem ranking. Now, disclaimer again, I'm kind of a newly fresh Eminem fan. So, cut me some slack, please.
Let's jump a
No
moment. Let's
problem,
jump
man. I
him.
respect whatever. I don't care if the Eminem show lost. I got you. Go ahead. Whenever you're.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to too much appreciate that. But, for worst, we have Kamikaze.
That's
Coming
actually
in
not a bad take.
At number 10, Kamikaze, I feel like is an album I could not get into whatsoever. Really, the only song I liked was... Zach, you remember what that song was that I liked?
What song was it you like? Good Guy?
Let me look it up real quick.
Was
I
it
can
Good-
definitely tell you what it was.
Might have been Good Guy.
Nah, I don't think it was. It couldn't have been Good Guy. It definitely wasn't Lucky You. It was...
Fall?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fall was literally like the only song I liked. That
You know
was
what's
the only song
funny,
I
man,
could,
is that's my
like,
least favorite
enjoy.
song on that album.
Huh?
That's my least favorite song on that album.
Oh.
Well, actually, I'm sorry. I'm taking that back. It's my third least favorite because you still got Nice Guy and Normal.
Nice Guy grew on me, but Normal was just bad.
I don't like the beat change on Normal.
The
Yeah,
whole
me
album.
neither.
I mean, honestly, the whole album is bad, except for The Ringer. The Ringer.
It just feels rushed. That's it.
Yeah.
Only because people didn't like Revival.
I don't have really too much to say on Kamikaze, so that's that. Number 9 got Revival. Revival was an album. At the start, I didn't really, like I said, I felt the same way about it with Kamikaze. It just didn't feel like an Eminem project. Like, I still can't believe he released those 2 albums. I still can't believe it because it's just, he can do way better than that, let's be honest. But, you know, of course, artists has their bad and their good moments. So I feel like these were just his bad moments in his career. So, Revival, I got it coming at number 9. It started out with Walk on Water with Beyonce. Like, that's just amazing. Makes me feel like, I don't know, bro. Like, literally, I'm walking on water. Like, got that confidence in that song with Beyonce with the vocals. And then it goes into Believe, which is a very great track that I love. And another one of my favorites is Like Home, because the album does get kind of standstill when the number 3 track, I can't really pronounce that.
Or Septic.
Yeah, when it gets to
Yeah, that was...
and then the Aaron Sheeran tracks and all that gets kind of standstill. But then Like Home is what brings it back. And then, of course, Skylar Grey is an amazing feature for his albums. I don't know why she gets so much hate, but I love her features on his albums. So,
Let me go and just stay quiet on that one.
yeah,
Actually,
Zach,
I
I said that.
respect
I said that just for your sake.
I know you said that to get a reaction on me because you know I don't like her.
I for one think that the Skylar Grey features should probably stop for a while, especially because, you know, there's more other artists I feel like that need to be there. You know, like we still I would like to see a song with The Weeknd, Adele, you know,
Okay.
just other
Yes.
artists. I'm just
Okay.
tired of Scholar being the same one, you know. But that's just me.
Okay.
He
Hey, I
would be
respect
part
that
of
though.
that
I
crush
respect
on
that
her.
though. But she hasn't been doing bad. I actually love her on the albums.
Yeah.
But they got the way she be on there. I mean, they might be doing a little song. You know, we gonna move on. We got that'd be number 8. We got coming in Encore.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Encore at number 8. So this album, the album is not really a good album, I would say, at all. I feel like the album is just all over the place.
Yeah.
Very all over the place. But I could not put that as a bottom album really, because Like Toy Soldiers is one of my favorite tracks by him. Very sentimental track that I love. And then Mockingbird, that's another track that I love too. So you can't just put that at the bottom, because he has tracks that are still people bumping to this day. Everybody knows Mockingbird. Everybody knows Like Toy Soldiers. So it's definitely not a bottom tier. It's a bottom tier Eminem album, but it's not. You're not gonna put that as your last album. And so and then my Troll track is on there too.
People that put this as the worst literally are just following the bandwagon of people that call it the worst because the middle stretch of the album. Like, come on, you know this is not the worst.
Ouch.
It's not the worst.
I
Ashley's been
genuinely, in
growing
my
on me
heart,
for
do
it.
believe it's the worst, but I can see where it come from with other people. But I'm not like that. I promise you.
Because
Like, even
honestly,
the hits off of it.
yeah, because honestly, bro, like the album has been growing on me recently, but I ain't really been speaking on it. But I actually been going back and revisiting that.
Let me find out.
So yeah, we got that at number 8. Number 7, we got the Marshall Mathers LP. They got
Whoa,
stuff right
whoa,
LP2.
the original?
Damn it.
Wait, this
Oh, bro.
2?
Second one, yeah, bro.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Damn
oh, thank
it,
God.
man. I love that album.
Oh, man, remember when I was telling you before we got on the call that there's going to be one that's going to freaking make me want to punch a wall like an Eminem fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one.
Man, this
the
already
one.
hurts, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, yeah.
This hurts.
It hurts bad, bro.
Let me get my take.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so the last 3 albums are Eminem albums that I don't really revisit. Now, as we're going to the ones that I actually sit back and I revisit all the time.
Okay.
This is one that I definitely revisit because I have my favorite tracks on there. Like, Rhyme or Reason is definitely a top 10 Eminem track for me. Of course,
love
Legacy. Legacy with the John Cena. You know, if you're a wrestling fan, you know what I'm talking about. That track right there, bro. Like, you can't beat that. And then The Monster, Rihanna feature, amazing. That's a track that can never go wrong. Berserk, when that first came out, now you're not really gonna listen to it, but back then when that came out in 2013, you can't say you weren't bumping that.
W.
So, you weren't, bro?
I was at first. I thought she was gonna
Nah.
hate it. I thought she was gonna hate it.
Oh, no.
I didn't even listen to rap much back then.
And then the best track on there, Headlights. Like, man.
Oh man, that's actually not a bad take. Okay.
Like, that track alone, bro, just make you want to, you sit back and you think and you resonate with him as he's talking about his mom again.
Yeah. That's
So,
my brother's favorite song of all time by him.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
W, though.
Oh, yeah, that's a W song, bro, for anybody. Whoever has that in their top 1, top 2, top 3, bro, that's a W song.
Hell yeah.
Give me
Can't
clean up
go
my
wrong
closet,
with that.
though. Simple. Give me clean up my closet.
It's better than cleaning up my closet.
All right, you're tripping. You're
Oh
tripping.
no, man.
I'm
I would
definitely
have to
not-
respectfully
I'm definitely not
disagree
tripping.
on that one, but I
Oh,
can
nah.
understand. I can understand.
Yeah.
This is the apology, you know what I'm saying? This is like the second apology to my dudes. I like it.
Need to apologize to my ears.
No need
So-
to.
The bad thing about this album, why it's so low tier, is because the filler tracks were terrible.
Oh man, see, that's the I don't feel like it has not one filler except one, but I'll get to that when it's my turn.
It was terrible, bro. It was way too much rock. It was too much rock influence.
I'll see.
That's not Eminem in my opinion. No,
So
I don't want to hear too much rock Eminem. That's not him. I feel like that's just not his type of flow. I can't listen too much of it. Like, you have, like, come on, bro. You got Kendrick Lamar for a feature, bro. And y'all made one of the worst tracks ever with Love Game.
All right.
so
Underwhelming, yes. Bad, no.
what are we talking about
It
again?
was
One more
very
time?
bad. It was very bad. I was talking about the love game.
Love game.
Oh,
game.
yeah.
It's
I
awful.
would say underwhelming, but I actually love that song. Okay, I can understand where you're coming from.
And the song with Skylar Grey on there was terrible.
Oh man, I actually
Horrible.
love that one. God,
Oh,
man, y'all hurt my
horrible. Like,
And
their
you know,
feelings.
worst
and you
song.
know how everybody likes Bad Guy.
Love it. The second part is Stan.
That song is awful.
That
You are
song.
breaking my heart.
I
You are
can't get
breaking
into
my
that
heart.
song.
Man, oh
Can't get into
man.
that.
Well, I really didn't realize it was gonna be this bad. That how bad my heart is gonna break. But I understand.
Bro, even mine's breaking a little, and I don't love the sound either.
Gosh.
So yeah,
Phew. All right, man.
that's all I can say on that. Next, we have the number 6. We got Music to Be Murdered by side A and side B. This is the album that actually got me. It drove me into being an Eminem. Instead of just listening to Eminem, it made me become sort of a fan. This was a big comeback from those 2 trash albums of Encore and Kamikaze. Very big comeback. The whole album, I feel like it didn't really have no fillers or no skips. You might have songs that you might not listen to on the daily, but okay, if it comes on, like, it's just gonna ride. The whole album, I literally used to just go all the way through. Every time I listen to this album, I'm going all the way through, no skips, no anything.
Can I ask you a quick
Even with
question?
yo,
I just wanted to know, like, in your opinion, what constitutes a filler?
a filler is something that you could just tell there was no effort put into the track. It was like something that was, I would say, put away for the longest and then just threw it into the album.
Okay,
That
so it
makes
has
sense.
not. It's a song that doesn't fit the concept at all.
Yeah, it doesn't fit.
Okay, I respect
doesn't
that.
fit.
I got you. Okay.
I was expecting
Like-
a horror album, and you get like 8 love songs.
Yeah, man. That's what I was thinking. I was like,
Yeah.
music to be murdered by what? Why is there like these? Into deep. What is that doing there? What is those kind of
Yes.
guys doing there? But I
And
respect.
Farewell, and
Them songs are fire.
like the love songs on side A are bad.
See, like, yeah,
the choruses.
Some of them
horrible.
are fire. Like, I do like Farewell. That's an unpopular opinion, but I actually do like Farewell. But like sometimes you like a filler song.
Yeah, those are filler songs. Those don't have no concept to the album, but they were actually good.
Yeah, I see.
You get what I'm putting
Yeah,
down?
I see what
I
you
get
mean.
it,
I know
yeah.
In Too Deep doesn't though, right? In Too Deep doesn't have nothing to do with the album, right?
But it's all right. It's all right though.
Yeah.
But like, you gotta think, bro. Like, I feel like this is what ooh, y'all gonna love this. I feel like this is what Marshall Mathers LP2 should have been.
Oh my God, dude! I was gonna say the opposite. I was gonna say MTBMB is what it wishes. No, MLP2 is what MTBMB wishes it was. That's what I was gonna say. But I'll
That's so true.
I'll wait.
Yeah, I feel like this is what Marshall Mathers LP2 should have been.
Man.
If this would have replaced that,
God, you're breaking my heart.
this album. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep all headlights. Bring all that back to me. Just put it into the side B for this.
Yeah.
And this is a perfect album. You got this in the top 5. Yeah. You didn't think I was gonna dumb it down like that. Next, we got Recovery coming in at number 5. Recovery is definitely, as we can tell, that's on the album of that's his 808s Heartbreak album.
Really?
In
Yeah.
my opinion. In my
I
opinion.
can kind of see that. Yeah.
The whole album, bro, is mellow. Except for, of course, No Love and things like that, bro. Like,
He screamed quite a bit on that one.
like it's mellow. Like, I feel mellowed out every time I listen to the album. It's like I'm going through a change, bro. Like, like, literally, you see what the album comes from. Like,
You're going through changes.
It's like you walking on the dead end street, bro, and the album is just perfect. Like, there's no skips in my opinion. Maybe like going through changes and Won't Back Down.
All right, Won't Back Down is a skip, but going through changes is like, it's not something you throw in every day, but I would never skip it outright.
I have 2 quick questions.
I only like the chords on it. Yo.
Oh, I was gonna ask. 2 quick questions. One is White Trash Party a skip or a bop?
Bob. Love that song.
W.
Repeat?
But technically,
What song?
White Trash Party.
White Trash Party.
I don't think I ever heard that.
It's the 4th track on the album. The one was like, Okay, but I was gonna say.
What was that he said? Let's hop in my minivan and get rowdy.
Yeah, come on.
He said something like that.
Yeah.
That is such a guilty pleasure, like song and
What
line.
is that the first track on?
Fourth one.
It's WTP off
WTP.
Recovery.
No, I like
Yeah.
that, dog. I don't never refer to it as that. I just say
Oh yeah. Do you like that song or not really?
yeah.
Okay, I was gonna
I like
ask
the whole
you.
album, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Even though
But it's
y'all
not
love
a
it,
track album.
even though y'all love it, does that constitute as a filler? Because technically, nothing to do with it.
Definitely.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, that's what I was thinking.
That's why I was saying like
It's a filler, but in a good way.
Okay.
Like it doesn't bring down the rating of the album to me. It just doesn't add anything. It just like keeps it still. Like you know what I mean?
that whole album is motivation.
Yeah, it is. It is a good album.
That's a
so
great exercise.
It's
album to put
motivation
out
for me.
too.
It's like it's motivation to keep going.
Yeah.
So
Definitely,
yeah.
Definitely.
And then after that, number 4, Relapse. Definitely. I love that album to death.
Dude, same here, man.
Same song. Like every time I think of the album, same song and dance. It's like it's like the underrated tracks that make it. You know, like some albums you're gonna just think on, like the hype beats track that make the album.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was really one for
like
Relapse.
Insane, Bad Pipes from Bad Pipes. You know, all that makes the album, in my opinion.
Like, of course, there was 3 a.m. and Crack a Bottle and Beautiful, but like, there wasn't a major hit like Not Afraid or Love the Way You Lie.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this.
Probably
about
Forever
Relapse.
was the biggest hit out of the whole album.
Exactly, and that wasn't like he just added that as like a filler on the deluxe.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this about Relapse. The concept is off.
Huh?
What?
Relapse?
Yes, it's very off.
That's his best concept album.
Yeah, that's his best
No.
concept. Well,
No,
actually,
you're
at the Eminem
tripping.
show is his
You're
best
tripping.
concept.
Yeah, you're tripping, bro. Yeah,
It's
you're
one of those
definitely
two. It's either Relapse or Eminem Show.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Okay.
upset now that you
I don't
said
know
that,
about
man.
that.
You're breaking my heart today, bro.
I don't know about that.
Because like the whole like
It's the whole serial
pills
killer
and
vibe.
He's
You know
in
what I'm saying?
rehab and serial killer and
Yeah.
Of course, but like still, bro, you have a lot more filler tracks on that than anything.
oh well yeah, they're counting Refill. There's 29 songs,
Okay then.
which you know that's
So
literally
my
there's
point
so
is-
much filler. There's so much filler. Like it's not like like critically acclaimed, but it's killer. If that makes sense.
I mean,
It doesn't ruin it.
you see, I got the album at number 4, bro.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got like I'm trashing the album. I'm just saying a bad thing about it from being top 3.
That is, I think that's my most played Eminem album ever.
Oh man.
That's pretty good. No.
top
Side
3.
B is. Side B is. My bad.
I think my most
Good.
played Eminem album would be the MMLP2 and the Eminem Show.
Yeah, my Eminem show's up there for me too. The only reason Side B is up there so high is because it just dropped.
I'm not gonna lie to
That's
you, man.
been the
Side
life
B
out of
was. Oh, I'll get to mine. Dang it, man.
Yeah,
I should have
we'll
went
get
first
into
because
that,
it's killing me, man.
So top 3, we got I got Slim Shady LP at number 3.
Thank God, we're still safe. We're still safe. Whew.
I hate on this. You'd be surprised.
Slim Shady LP at number 3. That's what I feel like. This is where he gives into his best concept albums. Like
Oh.
the reason why this album is number 3, I didn't like it at first. I'm not gonna lie. When it came to his top 3, the only one I would play is the Eminem Show.
That's the only
But
album played.
what grew on me, my personality has grown, and of course I've grown as a person. So now, if you're playing this album, bro, I'm getting in my mode. Like, bro, like this makes me. Bro, don't nobody take this damn serious, but it just made me, bro, it make you feel like you want some serial killer type shit, like, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
I'm
Like
not
on
taking it
drugs.
serious. I respect that.
Like, it makes me feel like that's what this album makes me feel
I mean,
like.
yeah, he did record like half of it on like ecstasy or something.
Oh, yeah. And you know, the album cover, bro, like, he got
It's a great album. Yeah.
Trump, like,
sure.
come on, like,
Yeah.
you can't
That's
paint a
one of
better
the-
picture for an album.
Best album covers I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, the Slim Shady LP, Relapse, and the Eminem Show are top album covers he's ever made.
Encore's underrated too for
Oh,
album
Encore's a pretty
covers.
good album as well. I'm not gonna lie.
And
It's
then
like
you got-
right-
you
it's
got
like
As
right
the
there.
World Turns on there,
Film.
like probably my favorite Eminem track. As the World
What is?
Turns.
That song is so underrated.
Which one is it?
I could talk about this now for days, but
Which song was your favorite?
As the World Turns.
Oh, dude, hell yeah!
I
man.
don't know nobody.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is so catchy. And My Fault's freaking incredible.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm about to go over my time anyway, so let me hurry up. Marshall Mathers LP is at number 2.
W. Oh my God, hell yeah! I'm glad the Eminem
I
show is
like
gonna be
this.
one.
Yeah, I love
Marshall
this.
Mathers LP
I
at
love
number
this top
2.
3.
Very, very amazing album, bro. You can't put together, like, when it comes to his top, like, it was hard for me ranking this, because I was going to put Marshall Mathers LP at number 1. I really was.
I wouldn't
Glad
call
you
it.
did.
It's
I
really
wouldn't
hard
argue.
to rank his number 3, because I can really still switch around Slim Shady LP and Marshall Mathers LP.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. My top 3 could get switched any day. So, yeah. And then number 1, we got, of course, the Eminem show.
Of course, that's a given. That's his best show of all time. I mean, best album of all time.
Very much.
It's still my favorite album of all time.
Hell yeah.
Very much. That album, bro, I mean,
No skips.
even when it comes to sales and all that, like, that album right there, bro, is probably top 5 rap album in the whole world. So,
W, man.
Even the
Damn.
worst, even Drips, which people consider a skip, is one of the funniest songs I've ever heard in rap
I
music.
love that.
but I
song.
did have to stop listening to Eminem show so much because it had got to the point where it sounded bland, and I was like, what the hell? So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that explains how much I played it.
Well, I played the life out of that.
Me too.
Yeah, so, we're on a mini vacation from the top 3. But yeah, that's mine.
Well, man.
Top 10.
All right,
I respect
now
your
it's my turn.
All right, go
Oh,
ahead,
man.
Zach.
All right, in last place, I've got Revival.
God.
I just feel like everyone was expecting something big after MMLP2, and this was just not it. Like, this was just the biggest letdown. And when he posted the track list for this, he was already getting slandered before the album even dropped. And then it came out, people, like he said, people had already made up their minds to trash it. And, did it ever get trashed? And it deserved to get trashed, because this is, like, the only Eminem album at that point, really besides Encore, that wasn't top tier, or, like, didn't have no filler, nothing. So I just feel like he could have done so much more. He could have delayed it if he needed to. The production was off. This should have stayed in the vault. Like, this was not good.
I respect your
All right,
opinion.
and then, you said what?
I said I respect your opinion.
Like, literally, this is in almost anyone's bottom 2 in any Eminem list you'll ever see.
You're right.
At number 9, I've got Kamikaze. This was just a response to, like, for people that did not like Revival, which was basically everyone. To say, like, hey, like, I'm not going to turn poppy, like, and he only releases, like, 7 months after Revival came out. It was just him saying, like, hey, I'm back, don't disrespect me, because I'm calling everyone out that disrespected me for this entire, that disrespected Revival.
Yeah.
At
you're not
number
wrong.
8, you said what?
I said, yeah, you're not wrong.
At number 8, I've got Encore. This is probably the most overrated album ever.
Yo, we got
Like,
to say number 8. Let's go.
It has so many classics. Like, I can't even put to words. Like, Evil Deeds, Yellow Brick
That
Road.
song is fire.
The song with 50 Cent, Spend Some Time.
I don't like that song.
Rain Man is one of the funniest songs I've ever heard in my
My most
life.
disliked song of his whole discography.
It's just that the middle part where like Puke and Big Weenie, that drags the album down, and that's right there is why people hate on it. Because the part, if it didn't get leaked and he had to redo it while he was on drugs, this could have been right up there with his first 3. But it's just when he had to remake it all, he was too far gone at that point. All right, at number 7, I have Music's Been Murdered By. This was something when it came out, I thought was the greatest album of all time. I thought this was just immaculate, like album of the year, album of the decade. But I just sat back and I'm like, this kind of aged kind of bad in certain aspects. Like, there's certain songs like You Gonna Learn, Lock It Up, I Will, that are still amazing songs. No Regrets, Darkness. But they're almost all the love songs I don't play. I don't play really Leaving Heaven no more. And then off side B, I literally probably play like 2 songs. It's been about 13 months, and I played probably like 2 or 3 songs max off of it at this point.
Damn. I respect that, man.
At number, yeah, it's just.
I'm
I
just
feel like it
glad
might
to
get
see that you put MTV and B
yeah.
over MLP2.
Maybe I just overplayed it too hard because I've literally played each side about 700 times, song times in total. So, but maybe I just overplayed it. I hope so because I really loved it when it came out. With my number 6 spot, I have MMLP2. If this wasn't for the bad production from Rick Rubin and it wasn't, like 5-7 tracks longer than it needed to be, this would easily be in my top 4.
Okay.
The highs are so insanely high. Like Rap God, Rhyme or Reason when he does the Yoda voice,
W.
Evil Twin, Bad Guy.
Damn, you're not missing, bro.
Like I could go on Legacy, got heavy promo.
Bad Guy.
But it's just like the trash is trash.
I
Like
disagree.
So Far, Baby, freaking like all those are bad.
Love Baby, bro. You making me cry out here, bro.
Like I will never replay those in my existence. Like you'll never hear me touch those.
Damn. Okay, I respect that.
It's I don't know. This is one of my least played Eminem albums, but only because I only revisit my favorites of the album. And the I did like the deluxe tracks. Those were nice.
The deluxe.
And Brainless is one of the most catchiest Eminem songs I've heard in a minute. That's always nice.
The most what?
I said Brainless is one of the most catchy Eminem or songs I've heard in a minute.
Yeah.
That's like Relapse catchy almost.
Yeah, and plus, man, Wicked Ways, that song is hard, bro.
I love the outro for that when he does the little parodies.
Yeah.
That's the funniest. That reminded me so much of Relapse.
Yeah, we got a pretty similar list, bro.
Your list, yeah, actually ours is really similar.
Man, mine is about to break y'all's pattern, but all right.
Oh.
All right. Wait, number 5. This used to be my number 3 for the longest, but I just grew to love 2 others more. Is the Slim Shady LP.
W.
A lot of people. Hold on. Let me explain. A lot of people will call this. It's still a 10 in my eyes. A lot of people call this dated, and I don't necessarily agree. But it's not one of those albums that like
You would go back.
ages like fine wine. Every single track.
Yeah.
Like, of course, I love Something to Death. It's a 10. It will make my top streaming day of the week. But I don't know. I just feel like Eminem has stronger.
Yeah.
This was a perfect debut for a major studio release. But I just prefer the other big threes more. Role Model is still a top 10 Eminem song any day of the week.
Oh, hell yeah.
Don't get it
That's my
twisted.
favorite song off that album.
I think that's my favorite too.
Damn. Some taste
Freaking
right
one
there,
of
bro.
the most lyrical songs I've ever heard in my life. That first verse is insane.
That's what I call taste.
You said what?
That's what I call taste.
Yes, sir. At number 4, I've got Recovery. This was my first favorite when I became an Eminem fan because that's where a lot of the hits were at, and it was the more recent than the Eminem show. But I would say there's only one skip on this album, and it's probably the song with Pink. Only then it's because, like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right for the album.
Which one was it?
Yeah, it just doesn't. It's fine, but it's like it doesn't really feel necessary. Like it's got No Love, Cinderella Man, which I played so freaking much.
Yeah, Spacebound for me.
Cold Wind Blow, Spacebound.
Spacebound is my favorite song on that album. What was you saying that was a skip? The only skip you had on there was?
The only skip I have is Won't Back Down. Even though it's not really a skip, it's just I don't replay it ever.
Oh, okay.
Because I kind of like his flow in that too. Like,
yeah, same here.
No, he
nice.
Like,
and then when he turns down the volume and then lifts it back up, that was crazy.
That ruins it for me.
Oh my god,
It's cool, like wordplay wise,
like
but
that girl shit. He just started going crazy.
Yeah, bro.
And he still performs this on tour over so many better Recovery tracks. Like that makes me mad.
Listen to it live. I'm pretty sure it's way better.
I feel like Cinderella Man
sure
is the
it's
most
just-
live concert type song he could ever make.
Oh, I need to hear that live. And then Untitled, freaking is one of the most underrated songs
Bro, that song should have been
I've
titled.
ever heard.
I forgot to bring that up, bro.
I will die on this hill that Untitled, at worst, is a top 5 song off that album. Probably top 3. Like, I would put that over Going Through Changes and all the other, like, hypebeat songs.
Yeah, I really wonder why he didn't title it, man. I really don't know why he didn't title it. It really was so deserving of a title.
Yeah, I forgot to bring that up, bro. That's like one of my favorite songs, bro. I can't wait to get to the end just for that song.
Like, he said something like, if you think a penny's pretty, imagine how pretty a quarter or a dime would be.
How a dime is
like
to
one
me,
of those. Yeah, like, you don't hear that wordplay, like, from anyone almost. Like, it's just so, I don't say lyrical, it's just so, like, it goes past you, but then you listen to it enough times, like, what did he just say?
Yeah.
Let me rewind that.
Yeah, that shit is hard for
me.
me.
I freaking love that song. Like, I've outplayed most of his discography where I can't listen to it unless I take a break.
Uh-huh.
But that's the song that I never get tired of, and I will always put on if I, like, want to go listen to some recovery.
That's awesome.
Number 3, I have his most edgiest album, an overrated album by the public. I have Relapse. This is something that I had, like, 5th or 6th when I was becoming a fan and joined his fandom in a whole. But this is such a grower album. Because, like, when you hear it first, like, what are these accents? Like, who does he think he is? Like, why is he doing all this? And then out of nowhere, once the accents click for you, they click.
Oh, hell.
Yeah,
like, that shit is a dopamine hit.
Yeah, I like the way you use that dopamine.
Like,
yes.
and the production is so infectious.
I know, man.
Like,
And it's
this
like,
is some of the best producing ever.
Yeah, yeah. And the way he's, you know, the accents, like, they made the rhymes, like, it was one of those albums where just listening to it, like, you don't even have to hear the lyrics. Just listen to the way he's flowing with those accents is already sonically pleasing, you know?
And the lyricism is probably, this is the hardest probably Eminem album to ever, like, try and rap because it's so hard.
Yeah.
You got kind of even do the accent with it.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Like, Stay Wide Awake, I would kill to be able to rap the freaking first 3 verses on there.
Is it a bad take to say that's like his best produced album?
No, it's not. No.
Oh, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I feel like it's tied with the Eminem show, honestly.
Because I would probably have Marshall Mathers LP too. I'll probably have that second best produced.
Really? That's a hot take. Everybody hates that album because of the production. But I respect your opinion.
Yeah, people hate
I
that.
love it. I love it.
That's understandable.
But yeah, like, I you know, we're all sad that there wasn't a Relapse 2. We deserved one. But he did release a deluxe and refill, which added 13 brand new tracks, and those are some of the best tracks. Like the beat drop on Music Box.
Man, Music Box is so good. Oh my god! Like when the chorus is going and you hear in the background, my music box. Like when you hear that in the background, man, now that's a dopamine hit, bro. I'm telling you.
Bro, sing song and dance, bro.
Taking My Ball is so catchy.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. That one
Taking My Ball. I forgot about
Shove a Tonka truck up a little kid's butthole. Is that what he says?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, who would think to do stuff like that? Like, only him.
I'm like Houdini.
And
It's my eeny weeny between each. I'm like, damn, bro.
And make it disappear like a genie.
Yeah.
Like,
Underground, bro. Like, you ain't mentioned Underground.
Honestly, Underground sounded like it should be on Recovery, honestly.
Best produced album, or best produced song I've heard in my life.
Oh, yeah, bro.
He mentioned, like, 4 serial killers, and, like, was talking, like, them individually, and at the end, he was, like, basically saying, like, how he was gonna, like, kill them all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And because he mentions, like, Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers. I'm just like,
dude,
oh my god, like, freaking, this is incredible.
Dude, that
Buffalo Bill, like, he mentioned Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, man, Buffalo Bill, when he done the Yoda accent, that was crazy.
I love when he does that.
Man, me too, bro. That's my...
He hates it, but it's the best.
One of my favorite things about him, bro, is when he does that.
And then and the 2 best songs in the album, Beautiful and Deja Vu, or 2 of the 3 best. Beautiful and Deja Vu go back to back.
My top 2 would be...
He knew what he was doing. Mm-hmm. He knew what he was doing.
He did. My top 2 would be My Darling and Stay Wide Awake.
Oh, My Darling grew on me so freaking much. That was like low key in my bottom half for a bit, but now it would probably
That's
be in my
definitely
top
bottom
10.
half.
You like My Darling
Once it
tapes?
grows on you, it grows. It's one of those.
It's like them last 3 tracks are definitely bottom feeder.
Hell.
Careful
Wait,
what
you
you
said
wish
bottom tier, you
for.
said?
Grew on me too.
Bottom 3.
Oh,
like for
man.
the refill.
Man, that hurts. But I respect your opinion.
I don't think there's any song I dislike on here.
Dude, you're really making me
Drop
want to hear
the-
Relapse now. God, thank you.
Drop the Bomb on him is okay, but it's just like,
Drop the Ball on him and
I would
Medicine
never
Ball
go
for
on
me are both
skip it.
skips. I don't really like those songs.
what was the second song?
Medicine Ball.
Just give me taking my ball off.
No, Medicine Ball. Medicine Ball is freaking top 5, top 6. I will
Damn.
die by that.
Uh-huh.
The freaking accents are so infectious.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't fuck with it, but I respect
And,
it.
and the word scheme, like the scheme that he twists the accent to say what he want to say,
Yes.
like
no, I love when he
obviously
does
it's
that
not like the best,
shit. Yeah.
but I feel like that's like one of the most lyrical songs on the whole album.
Lyrical, miracle, spiritual, and your individual in the swimming pool.
Yeah, it's like one of those lyrical, spiritual, miracle like songs, but it actually makes sense. Like it's not just saying random words just to say it. Like
Yeah.
he's making sentences and it makes sense. He's telling you it's a messed up story, but he's telling you one.
Imagine a new Eminem album with a Kanye feature, and that Kanye feature is a Relapse type song.
I would kill for that.
Dude, I would do anything for that, man. I know Tapes would be jumping up and down.
He'd be so happy.
All right.
All right.
So I assume
And number-
your second favorite is MLP1, right?
My number 2, I've got MMLP.
That's what I'm.
This could easily be number 1 on anyone's list. It's almost number 1 on mine. But it's just this is I'd say easiest album to listen to. It's got like Who Knew, Remember Me, the transitions are smooth.
Nice.
You know, the real Slim Shady. My favorite song, The Way I Am. Freaking, this album does not miss.
Yeah.
Then, you know, there's just so much controversy in it, too.
Just too much classics in that album.
Like, there's, like, you know, Slim Shady LP put his name on the map. Because I think, so like, what, 270K first week and went number 2. But this
That's wild for back in
sold,
the day, bro.
Yep.
this sold like, what, 1.7 million first week?
That's crazy.
Yep.
To this day,
crazy.
the highest selling album first week in hip hop history.
Yep. But to be fair though, Eminem show leaked. That's why it was like sold like first. Like,
Yeah.
It was,
But it's
that-
still so didn't it
That's a
sell over
top
like
10.
800K?
Huh?
What did Eminem show?
Didn't it still sell over 800K?
Yeah. Somewhere
Eminem
around
show
there,
sold 1.3 first
yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah, the Marshall Mathers LP, there is not a single. Amityville is okay. Like, it's fine. But it's
That
just,
song grew on me.
it's a grower.
Which
Bizarre
one?
tries to be a ripoff some Shady. That's fine. You know,
Amityville?
do what you want.
Dude, that song is my least favorite song on that album. I hate that song. I don't even like it. I don't even semi like it. I just straight up hate that damn song.
What, Amityville?
Yeah, I hate that song. Like, I just do not like that. I don't like Kim either. It's an unpopular opinion, but I do not like that song.
Yeah, I don't like Kim. Oh, Kim's okay. It's one of those I will listen to like once every few months. Like, all right.
Do not trash
That's cool.
Kim. Do
No, I'm
do
not.
that.
It's just like he's screwing the whole song, so you can kind of tell why the replay value ain't through the roof.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what's cool too is like it's ironic actually. Kanye West and Eminem have Kim for X. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So they should have a song
Hey,
called
don't-
Kim Remix. No.
It's
Don't
gonna
count-
hit. Look,
don't count,
it's different now.
Don't count Kanye out. You never know.
It is different now.
Yes, sir.
But that song gives you a cinematic feel. Like you can put that into a movie.
Oh, it
That's why I
does.
like
Oh,
that.
it
That's why I
definitely
like that song so much.
Definitely does.
Because
I can see
Imagine
why
if
it would be.
it
I
worked.
visualize, like, you know how you have Kim screaming and you put it in the trunk and all, like, bro, like, you
Yeah.
can visualize all
Yeah,
that.
you can definitely do that. But see, like, it's like one of those songs where you can't enjoy it, or I can't enjoy it, but I know it's good. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it.
Nah, I know what you
Yeah,
mean, bro.
exactly.
I know what you
That's
mean.
exactly how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those.
Imagine you made a music video for this.
Man, I
That's
feel
what I'm
like
saying,
that would have
like,
been
how
fun.
there would've been.
I'm glad he didn't do it. It would have been stupid, honestly, because you just want the imagination to run wild. You know, you don't want to like,
That's true.
you know, you don't want to
But-
like, you don't want to like make it like just let people think they already have that music video in their own head. Let them have that. You know,
Right.
in my opinion, but you know, but yeah.
Great tape, bro.
Thanks, Bo.
But my number 1, we all know, The Eminem Show,
Man.
in my opinion, the greatest rap album I've ever heard in my life.
Same here, bro.
Or rap album in general. This is my favorite album of all time.
Same here.
From start to finish, the production, the skits, the features,
and the best concept he has, the best one, and he stuck to it the whole time. Yeah,
is genius.
Yep.
Like, there's a movie called The Truman Show, and that's where he basically stole from, like, the Eminem Show.
Yes.
Where basically he feels like a lot of people are watching him, and he never, like, has his own privacy. Like, his entire life is being broadcasted, like, through the internet and through TV.
That shit.
And then he just beautifully puts, like, that as a concept into the album. Like, it's just, the hits are probably his best hits he's ever made. There's not a single skip. This is when he was probably his best making verses wise.
Yeah.
This is, and then a beautiful album cover. Absolutely beautiful.
That has to be, in my opinion, arguably he's number one. Like, I can see the argument. Yeah.
Which is another Jim Carrey nod for I think it was there was a movie called Man on the Moon.
Yeah.
So that was another Jim Carrey nod.
Yes.
Yeah, there's literally, if I tried, I could not name you one skip, one questionable line. I know I might be overhyping it a little much.
Same here.
But I cannot name you one thing I would change on this album.
Agreed. Same. 100%,
at all. Like,
100%.
it's perfect.
W. Dang, man. You spitting facts today.
Yeah,
all right, go ahead and say your top 10.
Oh, man. Yes.
Let's get it, Siri.
Let's go,
I'm hyped for this.
All right.
I'm hyped for this.
Here we go.
Let's get it, bro.
All right. All right, my worst album. Y'all gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna go with Encore, man. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Man.
All right, look, man. As a fan, because I love Eminem. That album was very underwhelming. Like, at least with Revival, in my opinion, of course, we got some heartfelt music that, I actually like Revival. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's a classic. I don't think it's like phenomenal album.
Just a disappointment.
It's an average. It's a little bit below average. But with Encore, it's like it was very weird to as bad as Eminem. Yeah, I mean, as good as Eminem is, it's weird when you hear him do bad. As mid as Revival is, in my opinion. I still think his rapping was great, but Encore, I can't even lie about that, man. You know what I mean? There's some parts. There was even songs like Mosh, Yellow Brick Road. I feel like those songs are very underwhelming as well because to me those songs they're awkward the way he was flowing.
I mean, when Bro Off the Drugs heavy on the album?
Yes,
it was bad.
Yeah,
you can tell.
Yeah, and
he descended during the album. You can tell some was kind of sober and some was just off the freaking perks.
And it's a shame it leaked because I would have loved for Bully to be on Encore. But that's besides the point.
Yes.
But with
I need to do that later. That is one of the most underrated songs of all time.
Yeah, I think in my opinion the songs that save Encore is Evil Deeds and Mockingbird. Obviously, I'm actually in the big minority that does not like Toy Soldiers. I do not like that song. I'm not gonna lie.
I have not played that song since probably sophomore year of high school.
I don't know. It's definitely a classic, and I can see how somebody would love it. But for me, as speaking from what I hear in my ear, I can't get behind. I mean, I can't get in the love train for it because something about it. It's too monotone. It drags for too long, and it just bores me. After a while, it's okay, I'm ready for the next song. And I don't know, something about that chorus I don't really mess with. But highlights on the song would be Evil Deeds, Mockingbird, and One Shot, Two Shot. Other than that, man,
that's underrated.
Other than that, I think the album can, if it never came out, it wouldn't have hurt me. You know what I mean? But that's why Encore's bottom.
Do you like Love You More?
I do. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's not touching Mockingbird or Evil Deeds, but it's actually it's a good song. It's not.
That's
bad.
top 3, top 5 for me. I've been playing that so much lately.
Yeah. I don't like We As Americans either. I don't know. It's just like songs songs like that with Mosh too. It's yes, what he was saying was amazing and I respected it, but it's just it was just too awkward to hear. The rhyme scheme was off. The delivery was off. It was just underwhelming. But, I understand he was on really bad drugs. So, I'm glad he came through with recovery, and he's doing very good in his life. But yeah, that's why it's bottom tier for me. All right, so I'm gonna go on top of Encore. I got Infinite, but I'm not gonna go dive into that one since we didn't talk about. So Infinite is number 10. All right, so number 9 is Revival. I love that album. I really do. But the bad thing about it, I think, is the production. It drags it down. I've always said production doesn't really define an album, but with this one, I can't help but to, not be able to get past the production. Songs like Believe are massively overrated by the fan base. I do not really enjoy Believe that much. It's too much of a choppy flow, and I don't like the Angry Birds sound effect on the chorus. I don't really... Walk on Water is a great song. I think it's maybe it's potentially going to be a classic one day, but it's boring to listen to for me personally. But I can see how somebody would love it.
It's boring, but it's fine.
Yeah, River sounds like too much of a generic Eminem song. River is just a little too generic for me. But
it's the best Ed Sheeran song that he's done with them, but that's not saying much.
Yeah. But I respectfully disagree. I think Those Kind of Nights edges it out. But I could see why you'd say that. Yeah, but now I will say this. Untouchable is a phenomenal song, man. That second part is fucking good as hell to me, bro. I can see why you won't like it, but to me, that second part of Untouchable, I can listen to that shit over and over and never get bored. It's so good to me. I love what he was saying. And I love the
part I like of Untouchable is the intro. I feel like the intro is so good.
Oh yeah, that was good.
The hook is just...
Yeah. But I do really like that the delivery was amazing. What he was saying was facts, and the way he was saying it to me was sonically pleasing. But again, I could see how somebody wouldn't really enjoy that album. Now Need Me, this is where it kind of drags it down a little bit. Need Me, I understand, I feel like that song should have been saved for Pink's album, not for an Eminem album, right? So
exactly.
I don't feel like it was needed. Interlude was really random to me. And Interlude didn't need to be there at all. I like interludes, don't get me wrong, but this one, I don't really care for it, but I like the story behind why he done it, so I'm gonna respect that. Tragic Endings, sounded 360p to me. It didn't sound like a modern day song, Not to say that Eminem, just took it out the vault and slapped it on there. I'm sure he added his verse, but something about it sounds a little outdated. But yeah, that's why I don't have it higher than what it is. But it's still, for me, I do like it because of songs like Bad Husband, like Home. Nowhere Fast is good. Offended is great, minus the chorus. In Your Head, Castle and a Rose. Castle and a Rose is arguably top 10 Eminem songs of all time. Arguably.
In Your Head is so underrated.
Oh, yeah. In Your Head, that whole rhyme scheme. It's a great album. It's a good album. Below average, I guess you could say. But other than that, I wouldn't, necessarily put it under Encore. That's just me, though. I can respect y'all's opinion, though. Then above Revival is Kamikaze. Now it goes neck and neck. This is my problem with this album. That album has 11 songs. Now I'm not counting the skits, because if you count the skits, it's 13. But I'm taking out the skits. It only has 11 songs. Okay? Out of those 11 songs, you got 3 fillers that are not enjoyable to me, which is Nice Guy, Good Guy, and Normal. So you minus 11 by 3. That leaves you only with 8 songs left, right? So
yeah.
So now I'm left with The Ringer. It's good. I personally feel like the end when he was like, I'm not done, and he keeps going, I feel like that was a bit dragged. I think he should have just ended it right before he said, I'm not done.
He should have.
Yeah, Greatest was great. That, no pun intended, that was Greatest. But it's a great album. A great song. I do not like Lucky You. I'm sorry. I'm not really big on
So it aged like milk.
Yeah, I do not really care for Joyner Lucas. I respect him as an artist. I'm not going to hate on him. But for me, my taste, my style, he's not my type. And I just did not really care for his verse. Eminem did great.
That makes sense.
What'd you say? What did you say, Tapes?
Oh, no, I just said that makes sense.
Yeah. And Eminem's verse was phenomenal. But, it's just... I just prefer not to go back to it too much. So now that leaves us with 7 songs for me. Stepping Stone, amazing. 2002 Eminem right there. Not Alike, phenomenal. In my opinion, he renegated the hell out of Royce the 5'9" on that one. Kamikaze, great song. That's my favorite song on that album. But then you got
What?
Fall. I do not really care for Fall. I like
mean I don't
Kamikaze.
like
The reason
it,
I like the
we-
song Kamikaze so much and why it's my favorite is because it's just I like that cartoonish Eminem. You know what I'm saying? That's just for me though. You know, I can
That's
see
one of
why.
my skips.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can respect it. I can see why you don't like it. I think it's good for me, but I can
Yeah.
understand. Yeah. I don't enjoy Fall. I don't know why. It's not sonically pleasing to my ear. But Venom is great song. So, but yeah. So I guess this album not only was too short, but it didn't have enough songs that would make it higher up on the list because
Exactly.
So yeah, so I'm gonna put it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8th place on the list. All right, so which leaves me to number 7, which is same as Zach's, Music to Be Murdered by Side A.
Yes,
and
sir.
Now that album,
Okay.
great production. I was kind of left confused as to why it's called Music to Be Murdered by many times. When I first saw the album, I saw the cover with the blood splatter. I saw the name. I was like, this guy's about to go relapse. Oh my God. I heard it. There were a lot of parts where I don't understand why, but then there's other parts where I do understand why. Now, this album has too many fillers, such as,
Exactly.
Into Deep. I don't really understand, like, I don't feel like that should have came out of the vault. Stepdad fit the album, but, it's like modern day fact.
sketchy.
Yeah. Never Loving In was great. Little Engine, it's good. I just don't. I also feel like
The beats are cool. That's
the
really
beat
it.
is the only good thing that I could like get by. You know what I'm saying? Side B.
Marsh is nice.
Yeah, Marsh is phenomenal, bro. That's a filler, but it's a good filler. You know what I mean?
It's good. It's like the greatest
She
type of
Loves
filler.
Me. I don't know. It's just the album is good, but there was just moments where it was kind of underwhelming. I like the album though; it's great. It's not gonna touch MMLP2 or Relapse or Recovery or the 3 classics, but I will say that it's good for what it is. He's made better, but it was good. Like I hope his next album is great too, and I'm sure it could be better than MTBNB. But when it comes to MTBNB, I guess it got a little like I guess I overplayed it. It just got to a point where I have too many skips on there, But
Yeah.
now
Like, I wish he would get to the point of where he doesn't feel like he has to put out an album that's an hour long. If he's got like 10 good songs and it only reaches 40 minutes long or 35 minutes long, there is no shame in that. Some of the best rap albums ever, like Daytona, 444, Kids See Ghosts, all are like under half an hour. There is no shame coming out with a shorter project
yeah.
Don't
at all.
agree with that.
I actually really
Like-
like long albums. I like that he made it long. I just
Yeah,
wish
me
that he
too.
stuck to the concept much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hey, it's Eminem. He's the GOAT at the end of the day, in my opinion. But whatever. Now number 6. This is where I think I'm gonna lose Tapes right here. I put
Oh,
Slim
no.
Shady LP on number 6. I did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I feel like that was it.
Y'all are killing me with that.
yeah,
We still
man.
love it.
But it's a great album. It's a classic for sure. I don't believe music is objective. I feel like it's subjective, but I will, I guess, say it's subjectively, a top 3 Eminem album. But for me, I don't necessarily like put it all up there because I just like the other albums more. I mean, there were too many skits on that album, in my opinion, and there were like
Oh, I love this skit. Like
Yeah,
the
I
loud
do, but
skit
it's
where they're
just
all
like-
singing My Fault.
Yeah. There was some kind of boring songs. Like, I know I love the song If I Had. I do. And I understand it's a great song. It can get a little boring to me. Rock Bottom, too, can get a little boring to me. And I can see why people say it's
Okay, you're going too far.
Wow.
You're going too far.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Because bro, you had me at If I Had. Like,
Yeah,
I'll
bro
let you
was-
slide. I'll let you
Bro
slide.
was pointing his heart out, saying like how he really like his daughter don't have like shoes or socks, and you like yeah.
Oh
this
yeah,
is
it's a
good.
phenomenal
Keep
song.
going.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a classic for real. I was just talking more about enjoyment wise for me. I wouldn't.
I guess.
Yeah. And 97 Bonnie and Clyde. See, this is what makes this album so good though. It despite those songs I named, they fit the concept. They still fit the concept very well.
Yeah.
I don't really enjoy listening to Bonnie and Clyde. I can't sit in my car and just play that. But I can see how somebody would, and I respect that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, this 5th one is going to be very controversial. I'm sorry in advance, guys.
Don't do it.
I'm
Don't
sorry,
do it.
man. Number 5, I got the MMLP one. I am so sorry. The silence says it all.
I thought it was gonna be like top 3.
It's top 5. I will say.
Actually, no, I did. I know it's gonna be
number 5.
Look, it's
I
a
expect it at
classic.
least be number 4.
It's a classic.
Good grief,
Objectively, in my opinion, it is the second best Eminem album for sure. Don't get me wrong, but I rank these based on my enjoyment. I don't particularly put it number 1, 2, 3, or 4 because I just don't go back to it as often. There were for example, let me start off with the songs I don't like. I do not like Amityville, right?
Yeah, me neither.
Kim is a skip for me. Amityville is a skip for me. Under the Influence, after Eminem's verse, it drags out too much. I'm not just saying that because I'm Eminem's dick rider. I'm really not. I'm just saying that after his verse, I genuinely just did not find any interest into continuing it. It's a classic. I mean, I'm looking at the track list right now. Kill You, Stan, The Way I Am, The Real Slim Shady, I'm Back. It's a great album. Drug Ballad is top 3 off that damn album. But
So underrated.
Ooh, good take.
yes,
Back when
hell
Mark
yeah.
Wahlberg was Marky Mark.
Yes. So, but see, the reason I don't rank it higher is because I feel like maybe I outplayed it too much. I love it. I like it. I don't know, something about it is just I can't go back to it too often. I guess I just like more of the newer stuff maybe, or I don't know. There's just something about it. I'm not really particularly too much onto gravitating towards it. I like to enjoy other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I rank it 5. Nothing against it. Phenomenal album. Definitely top 2 Eminem albums, but it's just based on my enjoyment. So number 4, the one I've been excited to get to, which would be the MMLP2. Let's get it, man.
I mean, top 2.
Top 4. Top 4.
As long as you guess this album, I expect it better be top 2.
Yo, look, this is why MMLP2 is such a phenomenal album to me. That concept is so underrated. He stuck to it so many times during that album that a lot of people tend to miss it. The whole concept of MMLP2 was him revisiting himself 13 years later, right? So the whole album was constructed so well, in my opinion. It was constructed to perfection almost. Songs like Evil Twin, where he was battling him and his Slim Shady. Slim Shady comes in, Eminem comes in, and they just go back and forth. That, to me, and that beat going sounds like a 3-dimensional type beat. That alone, in my opinion, is better than the majority of MTB and B songs, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
It'd be top 3, easy.
Yes, yes. Then you got Legacy, man. Where do I even begin? First of all, this guy rhymed the whole song with IOU sounds. That's one. That's not even. That's only touching the tip of the iceberg. Then you got the first verse. If you pay attention, the quality of the verse sounds like a cassette. The second verse, the quality sounds like a CD. Then the third verse sounds like a vinyl record where it's advanced. So I guess what he was trying to say is, as he went more into his legacy, his career, he advanced higher than where he was.
His talent changed.
Yes, exactly. So the construction of that song was amazing. Songs like Groundhog Day, where he was showing off his lyrics, to some may come across, well, he's just rhyming to rhyme. To me, I took it as him trying to show you where he's at lyrically 13 years later. Songs like Headlights, he showed his maturity. Touching Back at the Clean Out My Closet. Bad Guy is Stand 2. Motivational songs like Survival. Amazing songs like Rap God, a classic, honestly. The Monster, I mean, I think that song is a very good, well-written song. As a whole album, this album, in my opinion, is a classic. I don't really have any skips but one, which would be So Far. Even that one has...
Yeah, that's a skip.
Yeah, the reason I also think So Far was needed on the album is because it was a very big throwback song. If you notice, if you go back to it, he throws back in some lines. He puts in the I'm Back beat. He puts in on the Real Slim Shady beat at one point. Very, very good album, in my opinion. Constructed well, organized well, set up well, executed well, in my opinion. And that's why I have MLP2 at number 4. Yeah. All right, number 3. Man, Relapse. The only reason I have Relapse under Recovery, is because of nostalgic purposes. That's it.
Yep.
Other than that, Relapse is going to overtake it. But Relapse, in my opinion, is his second best concept album. of them all. And he's arguably his top 2 best album covers ever and second best production album in his whole discography, in my opinion. Great album. Yeah, great album. Great concept. I mean, the Dr. West skit was so fucking clever.
The best skits I've ever heard in any album ever.
Right. I agree. That one was a phenomenal. And then it just transitions to 3 a.m., which in my opinion should have transitioned to My Darling, because the devil was talking to him in the.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I understand. My Mom is amazing when he does the auto tune, and it goes high pitch, and then he comes in. That right there for me is a big dopamine hit. Insane is crazy. No pun intended. Insane is good. I believe that's Kanye West's favorite Relapse song, actually.
Is it?
Yeah. Bagpipes from Baghdad is awesome as hell too, man. God, this album is such a classic.
That was my favorite song for like a whole summer at one point.
Same here, bro. Same here. I'm not even just saying that.
The rhyme scheme is ridiculous.
For real, same here. How he dissed Mariah and Nick Cannon, he just like took him in and just, bro, he really dog walked both of them in my opinion. Hello, phenomenal song. Same song in Dex's classic. We Made You Great. Medicine Ball is really my only skip. Stay Wide Awake is my favorite song. Old Time's Sake, top 3 Dr. Dre and Eminem collaboration in my opinion. Must Be the Ganja. That second verse where he tells you to name all the serial killers and how they name them, and then can you count them in alphabetical order starting from Jack the Ripper.
I love that.
That shit was crazy as fuck, son. That shit was crazy, bro. Man, that shit was awesome as hell, bro. Deja Vu, don't even get me started on that one, man. That one is, that shit hits the heart, you know what I mean? Beautiful, classic. Crack a Bottle, I don't really have to explain. Underground, that was like 2000.
I love that song.
Bro, don't get me started on that.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Classic.
What did y'all say?
Underground is I could put that in my top 10 and not think twice.
Oh yeah, that's 2009 Slim Shady right there. Forever, I mean, you had the whole juggernauts of rap in one song of 09. Yeah, that's a very fucking amazing. Hell Breaks Loose, how he rhymed the whole, like, when he came in, like with, just how he...
Oh, Hell Breaks Loose, I think that'd be like a top 3 Eminem and Dre collaboration for me.
Yeah.
Because where he starts talking about, like, the girls freaking, like, the girls' cup size almost.
Uh-huh.
That is freaking so...
Oh, yeah, and how he
it
rhymed.
could even be a beat. It's just me and DR.
Yes.
Like, what?
Yeah, we're strapped with so much
that.
TNT. Like, it's crazy. It's just me and DR. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, but, I mean, Relapse is just amazing in my opinion. Classic. It inspired also Tyler, the Creator. But, yeah. Number 2, Recovery. That goes without saying. Great album. Classic. That one is a classic. I don't know why people think he only has 3 classics. Recovery is definitely a classic.
It's the agenda haters push that he wasn't good after 02.
Yeah.
It's just the agenda.
Oh, yeah, Recovery is definitely a classic.
Relapse, though?
Huh?
Before Relapse?
Well, actually, I put Recovery ahead of Relapse only for nostalgic purposes. That's the only reason it's ahead of it, in my opinion. But speaking in terms of like classicness, I think Recovery is definitely a classic. I mean, it inspired way too many people.
Very much. Very much.
It should be his 4th classic.
Perfect
It's about to go diamond too.
Easy.
Yeah, it's about to go diamond too.
Yeah, it's going diamond within like the next 2 years.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. You don't like. Do we? We don't base classics based on sales. But I mean, if it's gonna go diamond, doesn't that mean it made a big impact, right? Or am I wrong? Yeah.
No, very much.
In certain ways, yeah.
On the industry.
There is trash songs that go diamond, but trash albums that go diamond almost never, because that means you gotta play.
Rare.
Yeah, exactly.
That means you gotta play the whole album, and for trash, that don't get played. Like
exactly.
There's some albums. There's some diamond albums I don't really listen to per se, like the Beastie Boys or something. But I'm never gonna. I know their influence. I would never diss them.
But he has some of the biggest hypebeast tracks on there, so.
Yeah, like that's gonna go diamond probably before the end of 23 or 4. Like it's almost there. It's like 8 million.
Recovery or Curtain Calls?
You said what?
Which one's gonna go diamond? You said Recovery or Curtain Calls?
Well, Curtain Calls is gonna go diamond this year because it's the vinyls for it go crazy. Like it sells like 9 or 10K a week, and it's already at 9 million. So that means it's probably going to get there I'd say at least within the next year and a half.
Dude, he better update
Easy.
it, bro. I'm gonna be being.
It's just how fast he certifies it.
Yeah, he needs to certify it ASAP. But yeah. I'm gonna make this last one quick. The Eminem Show, greatest album of all time in my opinion. Best album cover he has. Best concept he has and that he stuck to. It goes without saying. That's classic Eminem. If somebody said, name me one Eminem song or album that defines his legacy or defines his career, I will put you on.
It would come from this.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
That's like the Eminem everybody grew to love and know. Too many classics to count. Has the most classics out of all his albums. Best album. But yeah, that's my list.
It's got the fan favorite on there. What was it? Sing for the Moment is like
Sing for the Moment.
80% of Eminem fans' favorite song.
I'm not even just saying this because, bro, man, Sing for the Moment is my all-time favorite song. My all-time favorite
It's
song.
in my top 3.
Yes, bro.
It's underrated.
It's in my top 3.
It's overrated.
That
It's
hurts,
very
bro. That
overrated.
hurts. I'm not gonna lie. I respect that.
The
very
sample
overrated.
is great though.
respect that.
Sample's wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's very great. So,
The Superman, give me Superman if we're talking hits. Superman just makes you feel sexy. Once it makes you want to pop your collar,
Dude,
it makes you want to take your shirt off.
Let me
exactly.
look
Give
at
me
the
to our
image.
collabs.
I'll
So
look
like,
at it.
Collapse is going to become the first ever non-single to go diamond.
Dude, that better soon.
That
man.
speaks levels.
Yeah. Okay. Look.
Yeah.
This is why the Eminem Show is literally like his best album too. White America.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. White America.
Yeah.
Classic. Business.
Oh,
Classic.
I like White America.
Yeah,
bro.
White America,
that
classic.
song doesn't get
Yeah.
enough love, bro.
Dude, that
I
man.
love that though.
Man,
No,
that,
White America.
America. Yeah. White America. Business. Clean out my closet.
Oh,
Business.
business is so freaking good.
Back to back classics, man. Back to back classics. And then you got Without Me, Sing for the Moment, Superman, Say Till I Collapse. All classics. He doesn't have an album that has that many. You know what I mean? But
I genuinely, like when the music stops, Drips is freaking literally just a song by
Drips,
SPDs. And it's that song. Like, it is amazing.
Hey, and the beat is amazing.
One thing about Dre, he's gonna give you those beats that just freaking rattle your teeth if you're playing it too loud in the car.
Yeah,
Freaking
Superman, but
Perfect album.
But the Eminem
like I said,
Show
I
just-
cannot name one critique at all.
yeah. Eminem Show is that's the album to beat. I mean, whenever I see somebody put the MLP one on there first, I respect it. Don't get me wrong. I just can't fathom it, but I respect it. It's their opinion, you know. I mean, I can't change that. But I
it
feel
just
like,
depends on what you're looking for.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. Yeah, definitely what you're looking for. I would say, the Eminem Show just speaking speaking out of like outside of Twitter, like everywhere. The Eminem Show is just the album to beat. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was my list, man.
I'm
I
gonna
hope
get
y'all
this-
liked it.
Yeah. I feel like when it comes to MLP and Slim Shady LP, I feel like people shy away from it because of the criticism and what people might link your personality to just because you might put that first and second.
Yeah, because
Do
like,
you get what I'm putting down? Like, ooh,
yeah,
you
people
like
start
that
getting
over
called
this?
out.
Like,
Yeah.
ooh, I might have to, watch out.
a lot
Like,
of people define their rankings just to fit in with other people.
right,
Like, someone's favorite could genuinely be like Recovery, and they won't say it
Man,
because
that's
they're
so corny
well,
to me, man. That's so
all
corny.
the old heads are gonna get on me like, no, say
I
like
really don't
my
give a
favorite just happens to be like a lot of other people's favorites,
right.
but I put Relapse at number 3, and if you said that outside of like social media, you're gonna get jumped because that's like a lot of people consider that to be like his bottom half of his discography.
Man, which one?
But, hey,
Kamikaze?
my list has gotten way better.
Oh yeah, oh god, it was so. Your first list was
I can't
atrocious.
remember. I can't even remember it.
What did you say?
I think you had like MMLP2 last. You had Revival and Kamikaze over it. Like, you had freaking. I mean, remember it was horrible. Like, I almost
Hey.
wanted to freaking gatekeep Eminem from you after I saw your list.
Hey, listen here now. Don't act like you were all perfect when I brought you to Ye.
Damn.
No, well, here's the thing, Kanye. You can't exactly make a wrong ranking because everything sounds different. You could say 808s, Yeezus, Twisted Fantasy, freaking Life of Pablo as first, and nothing's really wrong.
We'll
And I
talk
feel like
about
that's the
that
only
one day.
artist you can say that with.
We'll talk about that one day. That's like I said. That's my person I have all my knowledge on. So yeah, can't touch.
Now that one's gonna get heated.
Well, I hope
But
y'all
yeah.
like my list, though, man. I know Tapes was about to be like, damn, this is an ass list.
No, last time I respect
like your
everything.
list.
Like,
Thanks,
honestly, it wasn't that bad. I
Thanks,
just had
bro.
a problem, like, you know, I just can't see recovery over relapse and
Yeah.
Oh,
Turn
yeah.
Shady LP at number 6. Like, you know,
I can respect
The only
little
two
dicks and necks.
The only two problems I have is LP2 over the original and Encore is dead last.
Yeah.
That is literally the only thing
I
I have
respect
wrong with.
that, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, this
LP2
is so
right over the
similar.
original, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that one. That
yeah,
was
and
good.
not just that. I feel like actually the LP1 is genuinely the better album. I just enjoy the LP2 more because of, you know, my...
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that, though. I like how
I
you
like the
explained
word
it, though.
that.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Yeah.
that, guys. Appreciate that. Well, I enjoyed this, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we should, you know, if Eminem released a new album soon, we should come back on here and talk about it.
Oh, yeah, very much, bro. I'm glad that you came on, bro. I'm
Yeah,
glad
man.
that you,
Please
you know,
DM me.
accepted our
on-
invitation to come on Tapes Takeover, bro.
Yeah,
I
man.
really,
I'd be honored, bro. Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Might get tongue twisted again.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate
But
it.
hey, if y'all are done here, boys, I'm done here. We
Yeah.
gotta go ahead and wrap things up. So this is our first over an hour episode. It did feel like over an hour, if you ask me.
It felt like 30 minutes. Because you know,
Right,
you see your
man.
own list. Yeah, like it felt like half this.
Damn,
Like, look, it wasn't just two people coming together. It was three amazing people who
Damn,
love
thanks.
music, who love talking about these different artists, just coming together talking about one person. My favorite white man, Eminem. I really
That's
loved
awesome,
it. I
bro.
really enjoyed it. I appreciate my dog SyrianPunk
Thank you,
for
bro.
coming on the show and giving us his takes. I really appreciate it. Just taking your time out, man.
I could not have thought of a better first guest to have on the
Oh,
show.
yeah.
Especially
Oh, yeah.
for Eminem.
Thank you.
Like,
Very
this is literally the
perfect first. Like you
Like,
fit right in like a puzzle. You know how some things it just doesn't mesh well like that.
Oh, yeah,
I just feel like
definitely,
I've known you forever.
Thanks, guys. That's an honor to
Yeah.
hear coming from y'all. Y'all are amazing people, really. DM me, man. You know.
Oh yeah, for sure. You already know what we talked about. We gonna
Yes,
talk
sir.
about this off there.
Yes, sir.
Definitely gonna get with you.
It'd be an honor.
But yeah.
Thank
But
you,
yeah,
guys.
this wraps up the Eminem episode of Tapes Takeover, Eminem edition. Really hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure you like rate us for our Spotify users.
Rate us 5 stars on
Yeah.
Spotify because that's how it gets pushed out so more people can be able to listen. We upload these on YouTube as in a video format. Like you obviously don't see us, but we upload it in video format in case you're on YouTube. We upload to Spotify, so in case you don't want to have your app open, you just want to pop in an AirPod and go when you're working out, you're at work, you're just chilling in your room. Like you can do whatever.
Yep. And so with YouTube, like I said, for our Spotify users, my dog just explained that, my boy Zach. For our YouTube users, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to our channel. You already got our Spotify. Make sure y'all rate us 5 stars. Make sure y'all follow us on there. We're dropping every Monday.
New podcast every single Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific.
But that's bound to change. We'll talk about that.
Let me find out.
That's bound to change.
What you got planned? What you got? You playing behind my back?
But yeah, you see Zach about to get on my head, so let me go ahead and wrap this up. This has been the Tapes Takeover podcast.